Hi everyone, how are you guys doing today? So the premise of today's video is if I somehow lost all of my makeup, say in a flood, because I will need a flood to lose all my makeup, but if I lost all of my makeup, then what are the products that I would rush out and get if I had to get ready that very day? So all the products that I'm going to talk about are in this basket. There are a few backups in here and I have included those because, in case I can't find one shade from one particular brand, or just because those are kind of my current favorites, you can say. I have tried to avoid adding anything that can only be found online because it takes a while for those products to get to you. So let's get straight into it. The very first product I have in here is an Ebh Poreless Face Primer. You guys saw me haul a larger bottle of this recently and it has kind of become my favorite because I have seen that it works really well with one of the foundations that I'm going to share with you guys. Funnily enough, both the foundations that I have in here I haven't even shared with you, but given how much the frequency of videos that I'm posting has reduced, I decided to include both in here because I think that those are amazing products and you guys should know about them and not have to wait for me to record a separate video about them. If you want to see, wear tests or anything like that of any of the products that I mentioned here that I don't already have videos on, then definitely let me know so in the comments below. All right, so after the Poreless primer, I'm going to use another Ebh primer. This is called the Prep and Blur Stick in Sheer. I'm not exactly sure if you get this in multiple colors or not, but it says sheer on it, so I thought I should mention it. It looks like Elf standard prep sticks. I recently picked it up from Target and I really like it. It has a slight tint to it, you can say. It's not exactly a tint, but you can't really see it on my skin. Anyways, I feel like it does do a good job at blurring some of my imperfections. I don't honestly know if it works any better or worse than the NYX primers that I compared with each other, but this is one of their newest things. I haven't really had a chance to test out the Elf, I don't know what it's called, the Putty Primer that looks like the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, because my skin has been kind of dry and flaky, and when it is like that I feel like those kind of primers don't really work that well on me. But anyway, this one I think does a kind of intermittent job of blurring my pores, so I have been liking it recently and I have been reaching for it. It has basically been sitting on my table, so it has been my go-to product, so I thought I would share with you guys anyways. Now for foundations, I have two different foundations. I have a Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation, and the shade I have is Dark Warm 2 or DW2. This one is supposed to be a dupe for one of the expensive foundations, and Gem Beauty 89, Jessica Braun, recently shared this as a dupe, and after that I went ahead and purchased it. I really like it. I'm just putting it on half of my skin. I actually even cover it up with the other foundation I'm going to share with you guys. But pretty much every time I have received compliment from you guys regarding my makeup looking really good in any video, this was the foundation I was wearing. I really like it. I think it feels really comfortable on the skin. There is hyaluronic acid in it, but I think my hyaluronic acid sensitivity has kind of reduced in the recent months. Yes, I know I'm overdue for the Halo Beauty Kiwi skin update, but I thought I would kind of do a combined Halo Beauty Kiwi plus the micro needling, post micro needling, kind of a combined video. And that's what I'm going to do, so that video is coming soon. Anyways, the next foundation I have to share with you guys is the brand new Pacifica foundation, and it's called the Light Clean Foundation. It's supposed to be oil-free, anti-shine and satin finish. The shade I have is 16 Neutral Tan. This is kind of my shade right now. I am extremely happy with the shade range that they have released, and the other thing that they have done is they have done the reverse numbering. I think it's very similar to the Cake Face, the Bake Shop, whatever that company, where the lighter skin tones are higher numbers and darker skin tones are lower numbers. And I'm 16, So which is amazing. So there are like a lot of shades that are darker than me. I really like the feel of this foundation. It is very similar, I would say, to the Flower Beauty one. It is pretty thick, and if I were to buy a whole new foundation, I think this is the one that I would go for. So as you can see, this is more lightweight. So if you want a light coverage, this is a more kind of full coverage, full for me. Okay, maybe not for someone who likes really full coverage foundations. And then I would, of course, obviously, this is the only kind of online product that I had to include in here, because honestly speaking, I don't know if any drugstore or even high-end company makes microfiber sponges that are sold at stores. If they do, please let me know so in the comments below. So there you go, that's the Pacifica. That's kind of the combined Pacifica come Physicians Formula. The Physicians Formula foundation range, as usual, is ridiculous. Next, I would need a concealer, and I would go out and buy the Pacifica concealer called the Liquid Cover Full Coverage Lasting Concealer, and it's 100% vegan and cruelty free. Again, they have released a nice shade range in this concealer, and I feel that it gives a really nice coverage without drying me out. As I said before, if you're interested in any of the products that I don't have full videos on already, then definitely let me know so in the comments below, and I will create those videos for you guys. And the ones that I already have videos on, like the Ebh, what is it called, Prime and Stay Finishing Powder, which retails for $2, will be listed in the description box below. So I will be going out and purchasing this $2 powder because I think it does an amazing job at doing what it's supposed to do, and it costs only $2, and it is available in most drugstores. If you notice some bumps on my chin, that is because I just finished recording a video for self at home hair removal using electrolysis, and that should be either out or coming out soon. This concealer does crease just a bit. I mean, pretty much all the concealers crease on me. If you have creases, then they are gonna crease on you too. But the shades released are so amazing, and it matches me so perfectly that I think it does a really good job in terms of not being very obvious even if it creases. And then I would buy another Prime and Stay powder in the medium to dark shade, because for me, I find that it's a really nice, almost perfect, very subtle bronzer, especially during winters. I think I would also pick up the actual $2 bronzer in the shade Deep. I like the color of this bronzer quite a bit, and when it is just $2, you don't feel guilty picking up multiple shades. Alright. Oh, I forgot. I did not apply this product, and I cannot apply this product anymore because I already powdered my face. But I have a contour stick in here. This is the Elf contour stick. These guys retail for $4 if I'm not wrong, and I think they are really good if you like contouring your face. I don't always contour it. Let's do it anyways. These have become my go-to makeup products, especially during last month when I wasn't doing a lot of recording, and you know, I had to head out quite a bit because we had some family events that we were supposed to go to, and I did not want to make it obvious that I had a lot of makeup on. So these are kind of like some subtle makeup options that I really like. Now for blush, I have two options. I have another of Elf's $2 blush product. I really like it. I have a full video on all of these $2 Elf powders, and I have done a wear test on them. But the other option I have is an Ebh Blush Palette. I really like it. This one comes as a trio, and like Anastasia's most products, it only retails for $25. It's called Berry Adore. I really like this trio. It has this like dark shade, it has a nice berry shade, and it has an orangey shade. So it is almost like a good for all seasons kind of a blush palette for me. So I might pick that up as well if I am near a Sephora or Ulta. By the way, I am absolutely in love with these earrings I bought from Target. These are a little bit on the pricier side, By that I mean they were like $10+. If you are new to my channel, I'm kind of cheap, okay? I don't like to spend too much money on one product. I'm one of those pound foolish people, but I'm really penny wise. Now for my brow, I would definitely pick up the Maybelline Brow Precise Micro Pencil. This is supposed to be a dupe for Ebh brow pencil or whatever. I have that one too, and I'm not very picky when it comes to brow products, especially brow pencils. I just don't want them to be too creamy that they would just get blended away by the end of the day. Now to set my brow, I'm going to use the Ulta Beauty Brow Tint in medium. Now that I'm thinking about it, it says brow tint. I have been using it as a way of setting my brows. Is it more intended for people who have lighter colored brows and they just want to darken them? I don't know. The color is actually lighter for my hair, so I don't know. For my lids, I'm going to use the Ulta Beauty Nude Matte Eyeshadow Primer. Very little of this product goes a very long way, and it is pretty thick, so you need only a teeny tiny bit, and it is really matte. So these brushes that I really like are from Amazon. So I would kind of be left without brushes now that I'm thinking of it. While I let that sit, I'm going to do my lips. Now for lips, I have a few different options. I might end up picking up the Elf Ravishing Rose lipstick, or I might pick up the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit lipstick and Give Me Some Mocha, or I don't know if Tarte has it. I might end up picking up a set of the Tarte Lippy Lingerie lipsticks. I really like this set because I feel like all the shades actually work for me, which is pretty unusual, and I really do like the formula of these lipsticks as well. This is the lightest shade in the set, and even though it makes me look like a ghost, as long as I line my lips with the second lightest shade, I feel like it works. And I really like the formula on these lipsticks. I have two options for the highlighters. I have a Becca Light Chaser highlighter in the shade Topaz Flashes Gilt or Jilt. I don't know which one it is. And the other option I have is actually a Makeup Revolution Pearl Lights Loose highlighter in the shade Peach Champagne. Whenever I have used either of these highlighters on the channel, I feel like I've received a lot of compliments, and I absolutely love the Makeup Revolution Loose highlighter. The amount that you get, I think, is going to last you a lifetime and then some. Now for my lids, I have kind of been into this NYX Glazed and Confused eye gloss in Bad Blood. I don't know what it is supposed to be, but I have really been enjoying using this just on its own and kind of having this like brownish red smoky eye. If I had to pick up an eyeshadow palette, I would obviously pick up the Modern Renaissance if I were in the mood for a high-end palette, or the Elf Rose Gold. This is not the neutral, Sunset. Rose Gold Sunset palette. Finally, this is in stores. This is kind of the one mistake I think Elf does, that they don't bring their products directly in stores. And I think this is a beautiful palette. I'm gonna go with the Modern Renaissance, I think, today. And this lipstick is totally not working with what I have on my lids, so I might change that too. Now for liner. Would I pick a liner? I might think that it is absolutely necessary while I'm at the store, and I would most definitely pick up a Sephora Colorful Waterproof Eyeliner in black. I absolutely love this formula. I think it's really intensely black, it dries down matte, and it's very beautiful. And if I were to just pick a kohl liner, I would pick up an Hourglass 1.5mm mechanical gel eyeliner in the shade Obsidian. And honestly speaking, I would actually go to an Indian store and see if they have the Lakme kohl liner. That is actually my absolutely favorite formula. Today I'm gonna use the Hourglass liner because I'm not in the mood for a liquid eyeliner. This one is also a very intense liner because it has a very fine point. I think you can go much finer. I cannot. As I said earlier, I feel like this lip color is contrasting with my eye look. So I'm gonna go with our other option, which is the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit in Give Me Some Mocha. And that's why I would pick up more than one lipsticks. Anyways, for my setting sprays, I feel like I would definitely pick up one of the Mario Badescu setting sprays if I'm at Ulta. If I'm not, I would pick up either a Flower Beauty Hydrating Setting Spray or a Wet n Wild Photo Focus Setting Spray. And then for the lashes, I would pick up either a L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara in Blackest Black or a Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara in 01. Personally, I just like the Lancome mascara a teensy bit better because of its slightly thinner formula. Ideally, or rather I should say eventually, if I lost all my makeup, I would definitely go out and buy the ColourPop, what is it called, BFF mascara. This is still my favorite right now, but as I mentioned earlier, it's not available in stores. If it is available at Ulta, I would definitely pick that one up above both of these, but right now I don't think there is. So that would be my makeup after all these purchases that I would make if I lost all my makeup in a flood or an avalanche or an earthquake or something like that that would require for my makeup to vanish, because I don't think if there's a thief they would be able to carry out all my makeup all at once. But yeah, that's the video for today. I hope you guys had a wonderful time. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a giant thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I make videos like these once or twice a week. Currently my schedule is not that fixed, but I definitely upload at least one video a week, so make sure that your notification bell is rung, so whenever that video goes up, you are notified and you can rush and watch that video. Alright, thank you again for joining me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!